Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to Brno, Czechia. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup Qualifiers, Group H. We're in Europe, and Czechia taking on Estonia. See that Slovenia also in action tonight against Sweden, and this is a group where nothing is decided so far. Estonia, Slovenia, Czechia, and Sweden all still in it. There's a whole myriad of things that could happen, but one thing that we do know, if you win tonight, you really help your case. Although for Czechia, they probably would still need some more help. They will qualify for the second round with a win of 30 points or more, or if Slovenia beat Sweden. Meanwhile, Estonia will qualify for the second round with a win, or if Slovenia beat Sweden. So Estonia don't need the huge win, but one good thing for Czechia is when they look back, when they look at this matchup, they know they can beat Estonia. When they met earlier in qualifying, Czechia won 97-92. That was in the first window. You could go back even further to last summer, though, in a very meaningful game. And the game that was played between the two at FIBA Eurobasket 2025 in Riga, that one was won by Estonia. So a lot of the veterans from years gone by not in this Czech team. So it's a different look. And obviously also Lubos Barton, the longtime former national team player, played also at a very high level in European basketball, most notably with Barcelona. He's now the head coach of this team and trying to bring the sense of urgency. Vit Krejci has joined, the NBA star, the guy who plays, and there's so much pressure on him that you wonder if, it becomes too much at times. He can't do it all. He's still young, Vit Krejci, but overall, great national team player, but they did fall in their last game 87-76 to Czechia, to Sweden. Estonia now on the court as well as Czechia, and we'll have the national anthems. Well, in this most important game, Czechia have got the home support behind them as they try to take care of business, just like they did last time when they played Estonia, only they're going to have to win by even more if they want to be 100% certain of qualifying. They need to win again by 30 or more. Otherwise, they're going to need that favor that I was telling you about from Slovenia. So great refereeing crew tonight as always. Johan Rosso, the crew chief from France. Georgios Porcinides on the left from Greece, and Roko there also joining us from Croatia. Roko Hordov. Have you ever heard of Hordov? Well, now you got him. And he gets the big game, so he must be doing a good job. We'll look at the referees for, the starting fives for both of these teams here in Brno. Sandor Raiste, Mike Kotzer is playing. Stefan Vax, Janari Joesar, and Artur Konotsuk in the starting five, with Trer, Tas, Hermat, Sorog, Buckler, Risma, and Ilver coming off the bench for Coach Ranula. Heikko Ranula, who had his team, he's been very successful in Poland, by the way, coaching there, but he had this Estonia team playing really good basketball. They just couldn't quite get over the hump at the Eurobasket last year, but a lot of times it's about experience, experience for some of the younger guys, experience just for everybody, since you're not one of the traditional heavyweights. Certainly Lithuania and Latvia have gained more notoriety for what they've been able to do in basketball. But I think Estonia is not far away, and they certainly got the fans behind them. Martin Peterka, Andrei Senal, Vid Krejci, Richard Ballant, and James Karnik in the starting five. Jan Zidek, Samura, Nechas, Sikora, Keval, Svoboda, and Rilik coming off the bench again for Lubos Barton. He's assisted by Salvador Camps from Spain. It was a tough Eurobasket for the Czechs last year. They weren't used to struggling the way that they did. It was, especially with a lot of the veterans that were in that team. Because remember, Czechia did qualify for the 2019 World Cup, and then they qualified for the Tokyo Olympics. So this is a country that has a history of a recent history of doing well. But Estonia are a great example as well about what European basketball is. Maybe they don't get the notoriety, but you better be ready to play or they're going to beat you. So this is a team that's trying to make that next step. And the question is, are they going to make that new next step today? Kotsar back. He wasn't able to play at the Eurobasket. He missed much of this past season in Japan, where he's been on the books of Yokohama B Corsairs, coached by Finland national team coach Lassi Tuovi. So this is a good opportunity for him to kind of get back to his best.
It's time to meet starting fives. First introducing the team Estonia. Number 2, Southern Iceland. 15, Methodology, Mike Alfonso. 16, Stefan Fox. 23, David Winkler. 34, Artur Konotsuk.
Heikko wearing the suit, so I certainly hope the air conditioning is on. All of his coaching staff dressed to impress here on the road in Brno, one of the real basketball cities in Czechia. Both for men and women. Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, folks. We are in Czechia, in Brno, and this is the European qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup in Qatar. Long road to get to Qatar for both of these teams. This is an important game for each. Ballant comes in and strokes the three-pointer. Good start for him. Nothing like coming out and knocking down that first shot to settle yourself down, certainly for a shooter. Konitsuk. Konitsuk may be the most influential player on the court here at the Eurobasket last year. And good, tough move down low by Karnik, James Karnik. Vox drives in. Good move by Vox. And not almost a steal by Reste. Leads to an open jump shot. Ballant, left open. That's what he does. That's why he's on the court. Yosar makes that shot. Good move. Back to 8-4 now. Now the turnover. Este driving in. Oh, a little bit of showtime. Dunks it while flying backwards. And it's 8-6 now. Sainal has the answer. No shortage of three-point shots going in today. Down to the baseline and the dunk for Yosar. Sainal, been with this team for several years now. Banks it in. Svoboda is going to come into the game for the first time today. He's got some hops. We got a timeout on the court.
Isegi kui sa natuke jääb selja taha, ta ei rolli siin. Ta elab selle kuradi taustalina. Kuule, 1-1, need vennad on puhtad catch and shoot vennad. Isegi see viimase sekundi värk, natuke võtad rohkem riski, las ta paneb palli korvi poole põrkesse. See on tema jaoks mugav pisendada. Iverson, lihtsalt ole perses, las ta läheb siia, jälle suudab tagasi. Teine asi, transition, nagu ma ütlesin. Jääd sina taugumiste peale, jääd midagi ei juhtu. Meil on 0 viga vennad, me oleme kuskil, seisame 3 Motion 5.
I think the camera's going to find our Estonian fan friend there quite often. Lots of Estonian fans have made the trip to Brno. And they dump it down low, and the first bucket for Kotsar. Seinal into Zvoda. Zvoda blocked by Raeste, but the foul called. Like a pretty good block to me. Raeste looked like he got a little contact to the midsection. As Zvoda, who was in that Eurobasket squad last year, makes the first. And you can see these Czech fans, they are really here for this Czech national team. It's going to go back. So into the lane too soon. The Czechs, it's a 14-10 lead. There's the pass to it. Down low, Kotsar puts it up another one, and Kotsar making an impact here on the road. Big Krejci in the game. Leans in, misses. Get it back. And they put it up and in. Good job, Seinal. Excuse me, that's Paterka. Looks like Seinal's twin with those crew cuts. Here's to the corner. Long three-pointer. Oh, my. Not at all afraid to jack it up from a long way out. Vox, he's had an impressive start. It looks like that may have gone off of Seinal. Or Krejci. So the ball goes out. Krejci still with the Atlanta Hawks. Interesting that Kotsar is bringing the ball up the court. Here's a drive, and they're not going to count it. Well, if you're wondering if Czechia are completely turning the page on some of their veterans, the answer is no. So Wojtek Ruban, who was not long ago at the Basketball Champions League Final Four, named in the All-BCL Team of the Decade. He's out with a health issue. Martin Krish also because of health issues. And Jaromir Bohacek is out, but just missing. So it's a chance for these other guys to play. Kotsar with 5 points. Heads over to the bench. No Kulame with Estonia here. So here's the pass down low. That's a great play. Excellent work. Seinal finishes it. Bounce pass to Tass. And Matthias Tass is going to be helped up by Nechas. Well, there's biting on the pump fake, and there's really biting on the pump fake. And Nechas fully committed for the block. Matthias Tass makes the first. I think when you have both he and Kotsar in this team, it's a much more potent Estonia team. And of course, Kotsar was not at the Eurobasket. Sikora in the game, Wojtek Sikora. No Wojtek Ruban, but Wojtek Sikora. 18 apiece. Rayeste back outside is stolen. Quick pass. Maybe a little too early. They try, but they do not capitalize, and they give the basketball back. So they're trying to get down the floor quickly, but it comes at a cost. They turn it over. Rayeste gets it down low. Good D. Whistle blows. .322 to go in this first quarter. Krejci steps up to the line, makes the first. Rotation makes the second. Krejci goes out, takes a break. Now with Portland Trailblazers, in fact, no longer with Atlanta. Foul called. Three-point shot. They stay with it. Weren't strong enough going up. And that miss gives it back to Estonia. Out of bounds. So officially Krejci joined on February 1st when he was traded, and Atlanta got Duop Reith of Australia and a couple of future second-round picks. You might remember Reith as well playing FIBA ball. Czechia started strong, but now trying to keep their noses in front. Well, that looked too easy. Good work. Tarnik gets another bucket. Ball deflected. They were trying to get it to Tass. Nechas very enthusiastic on both ends of the court. Maybe needs to rein it in just a little bit. Got to play with a little bit more control. Ballet comes back into the game. Gregor Hermit goes out for Estonia, and Konusuk comes back in. Tarnik keeps it. Now he's going to do back to the basket against Tass. Show us what you got, Tarnik. Oh, nice footwork. He just ate him up. He obviously felt like that was possible, and he made it. No problems. He's got 6. Karnik 6 points, 7 for Sainal. And driving right down the lane and scoring is Kasper Suror. He's an interesting player. There he is. Well, one of the young guys, just 24 years of age, Kasper Suror, plays in Poland. Sopak, he's going to go out now. He has been with the national team on and off since 2023. And he played all the youth tournaments. Under 16, under 18, under 20. Trying to solidify his place in the team. Three-point shot. It's a miss. Nowhere to go. They bring it back out. Ilver. And now Tass. Karnik whistled for the foul. That was an interesting exchange. Did you see that? Karnik and Krejci. Clearly trying to draw the charge. The problem is when you're big and strong, you got that big upper body like that, and you're taking that hit, you're probably strong enough not to go down, even if it's Tass that's hitting you. If you're a smaller guy, then you might get that call. Oh, the ball almost stolen. Jan Zidek in the game. There he is. Looks just like his dad, Yuri, or George, as they knew him back in the States. Yuri Zidek, longtime Czech national team player, had the NBA career, NCAA champion at UCLA. And then Jan went and played in America as well, college basketball. Here's a little turnaround from long range. And the foul sends the basketball back to the Czechs here with 13.3 seconds remaining. Samura, good job inside. Well, it's unusual to see Konusuk 6.5 minutes of court time, no points. Riesmas checked into the game as well. He's quite feisty, quite a big physical guard. Guarding Sainal. Here's Krejci, puts it on the deck. And missing everything was Balint. Much more comfortable maybe catching and shooting. So Czechia lead at 24-20 over Estonia at the end of one. Czechia 6 of 9 inside the arc. They've had 3 threes. Estonia 7 of 9 inside the arc, but only 1 3. That's the difference in this game. Czechia also have 7 second chance points to 3 for Estonia. And here's a look at the highlights by SD going in. And then the dunk from Yosar. And the mascot, he's always playing well. Does a great job. Saying all. Scoring. And then here's a guy that's been making some news, Karnik. Big, strong, but then look at that exchange. That's interesting. Is that a typical conversation? I think Karnik may be just a little bit too jacked up emotionally. Heiko looking over at the stats. Well, scan the QR code to access and log in to Courtside 1891 to watch live streams, extended highlights of FIBA competitions, and much more. Second half underway. Estonia with the basketball, and you can see the 5 on the court. Kotsar, Vox, Yosar, Konotsuk, and Ilver. For Czechia, it's Peterka, Senal, Krejci, Balint, and Svoboda. Vox from 3-point range, a little bit too long. Nice turn from Kotsar, but doesn't look like he made a hash of it. Good contest, but the foul called. Krejci, always a danger man. Krejci misses the first. Shot 74.5% during the regular season last year in the NBA. Does make the second. So blows. Going to be back to the Czechs. Foul called. Here's a drive in the block. Ball's going back to Estonia. Yeah, that went off of Senal. Yosar from up high. And the putback not there from Kotsar. Nice work. Sainal pushing it up the floor, dishing it. Voda with the bucket. Excuse me, that was Krejci pushing it. Here to the corner. Konotsuk finally. He's the guy that has to get going for Estonia. He makes that one. Now let's see if he starts to drive as well. He's tough. Oh, look at that. Great steal. Kotsar just goes right in for the dunk. Volland didn't know what hit him. Again, huge difference having Kotsar here in this front line to combine with Tass. Konotsuk with the foul. Now the third team foul on Estonia in this quarter. Well, they seem to be having a problem guarding Krejci. Left-handed shot, no good. Now Konotsuk. Three-point shot. Fox is getting the shots up. He made that early one. As Svoboda going out with 7:33 to go. It's a tight game. All the Czechs need to do is win by 30 or more, or get a win from Slovenia later tonight to get to the second round. Estonia just need to win this game, or also get a win from Slovenia. It's a foul. Bachler in the game, picks up his first. Sainal. Good attempt at it, and Kotsar going to the free throw line. Well, see some unusual free throw motions, and this probably has to rank right up there. Player that is looking for something that works. It's one of two. For Rick Barry, it was underhanded. Korea has a player that shoots it off the square, off the backboard. Most players just try to shoot it right in over the hoop. Nechas in the game, still working hard. Here he is, getting it down, fouled by Yosar. Nechas is a lefty. 22 years of age. Played at Duquesne. American college basketball, so really kind of at the start of his career. Oh, that was a little sloppy. Looks good there, doesn't he? Averaged just under 7 points per game last season at Duquesne. Now from the right. Deck with the rebound, now up the floor. Nechas gets blocked. Great hustle down the court by number 21, Yanari Yoasar. Surorg, entry pass. Oh, Kotsar back out to Surorg to the corner. And nobody boxes out Kotsar, who scores with the putback. Tough take inside by Paterka. That's a part of his game that he's always needed to work on, because he's such a good free throw perimeter shooter that usually he's launching jumpers. Surorg, oh, had a great move. He had his man off his feet, but then the ball slipped out of his hands. So timeout on the court by the Czechs.
Hey, we have a good chance. We take it. Offensive rebound, offensive rebound, offensive rebound. Fuck it, offensive rebound. Horn side. Don't play horn side. Good job, horn side. You get the ball, set a good screen, flare. If it's there, take it. If it's not, we have either this or over here. Continuation is pass, nothing. Get open, handoff. I want a shot or a handoff.
I will send you my guy because they are switching.
If we get to it, we just play flow. Move the ball, paint touch. They know have a bonus.
Douglas Barton speaking English in the huddle. Got a Spanish assistant. I'm sure he speaks Spanish as well, but I'm surprised he's not speaking Czech. He did go to Valparaiso when he played college basketball. Pass deflected. Kotsar has it. Here's a layup. Uncontested, unmolested. Casper Traer. Pass whipped inside. And Karnik went for the dunk. Kotsar wasn't having it. First one was good for Karnik. He's been a weapon, maybe a little undersized to play at the 5 spot, but yet he's been very effective. Uses his body well, gets to the line, makes his free throws. Samura checks back into the game. Oh, tangled up there, Konotsuk. And he gets a call in his favor. Kotsar comes out. Estonia having some issues with turnovers in this quarter. As you can see, they've got 4. Samura steps back for 3. Konotsuk, that's more like it. Oh. Thought it might go in, but Tass hustled down and tapped it in, so he'll take the 2 points. It's back to a 3-point game. Karnik again. And nobody boxes out. They missed it. And then there's another no box out, and Karnik gets it in the end. Could end up leading Czech in scoring in the first half. Much better from Konotsuk. 10 points right now for Karnik. Remember, they've struggled to contain Krejci on the drive. He's going to put up a 3 here, and it's long. Soranuk gets it to Tass. The ball's batted out of bounds. I'm impressed by this crowd here today. I mean, I think it helps that a lot of Estonians have come, but there is a very real support here for the Czech team. They have shown out. They have shown up to support the national team. Here's a 3-point shot from up top. Here's Karnik. Oh, he can even handle the ball. Look at that. The big fella. Almost turned it over. Coming up on the 1.5-minute mark in the first half. Sainal gets blocked. Terrific reaction by Estonia's Tass. He looked beat, didn't he? He just didn't give up on it. I think he caught Sainal by surprise. Open three. All batted out. Another miss from Sudorg. And it goes back to Czechia. It has not been a pretty thing for Estonia today from long range, nor for Czechia, but it's, in fact, let's just say what it is. It's been ugly for Estonia. Just 2 of 15. Great reaction by Sandor Riesti. He had that sensational dunk in the first quarter. Svoboda in the game as well for the Czechs. And Sainal! No, that's Paterka, excuse me. They just look exactly alike. And Martin Paterka stretches the lead to 6 points.
Liiga palju breigile breist. Esimese peab 3. See on korvile minemise koht, kõik on ainult 3. Kaitaarid on olemas. Uuesti 1 sees, oo peal. 5 kriimiga keskkonna peal. Let's go! On vale!
Well, Estonia did shoot at 31.3% at the Eurobasket from 3-point range. So much better than what we've seen right now. I think that roll of the eyes by Heiko said it all. He's like, we got to make some shots. Sudorg. Nice mid-range jumper. Czechia will, well, I guess they'll take it down to about 7 seconds. Estonia might get it back. Sainal whips the pass. In and free throws for Zamora. Don't want to foul the jump shooter. It's a little unlucky that Sudorg. I mean, you want to defend, you get the hands up. This is what he's saying. He's like, what am I supposed to do? I can't just give him an open jumper. It didn't look that blatant to me. Plenty of time for Estonia here to get down the floor, but they've got to rebound a missed free throw, that's for sure. This Czech crowd does have some rhythm. They feel it. Have the rhythm of the game. Svoboda coming in. Nope, he's going to take a seat. Zamora. That's his first point of the game. and only makes 1 of 2. Can they get it to Konutsuk? I think that would be the player. No, they're going to go inside and a push. Traer going to the free throw line. They went so fast that Estonia might get the ball back now. Traer's going to step up to the line here. Shot 81.8% at the Eurobasket from the line. He's a good shooter. Sinks the first. So got to watch it with the Czechs because they can get up the floor quickly if he makes this. He doesn't. They can still get up the floor quickly. They get it from midcourt. Oh, he almost had that one. Saying all. Close but no cigar for number 19. Czechia in a battle right now. They lead at 41-37. Trying to get to the second round of the World Cup qualifiers. Those are the numbers. Again, the struggles from three-point range. Estonia working on the glass. Each team, Karnik with 10, Kotsar with 10, Paterka and Sainal each with 7 points. Estonia looking for another contributor on offense. Highlights from the second quarter. Svoboda going up for the big dunk. Kotsar. What do you do if you're Estonia to try to turn this around? I just don't know that the three-point shooting is something that you can rely on. I know it looks not bad, but meanwhile, Paterka, who's better known for his three-pointers, is inside going to work. Great drive by Konutsuk. And Karnik, that was the one where he got the read. They had three bites at the cherry, and finally he was able to get it. That was a good reaction block from Tass. The rare three. As Surorg pulling up from mid-range. Still a lot to play for. Czechia, though, they need a big win or they need help from Slovenia.
Inside and a two-hander. Tanaskovic. USR directing traffic, fizzes it in.
What a feed and what a finish and what a performance. Look at this pass.
Bounce pass, how about that? And Procida announcing himself to be the high flyer in this game.
Here's a steal, 2-on-1, throws it up for Mario Estonia. And they just keep adding highlight to highlight. Mario goes up, slams it in, timeout Cyprus.
And gets swatted out of bounds by Kamwa. Great reaction by Kamwa. How about this? Goodness me, inbounds alley-oop.
Şengün behind the back, what a pass! Him and Kortmax combining there. That is a point center, quite incredible vision from Alperen Şengün.
Mitru Long, stop and go action. Will pull the big man out. A good move and the rejection.
Nice bounce paddle. No, it was stolen. Kamwa did. Oh, how about the throwdown from Gollum and then a little bit of a stare.
Spain have numbers here in transition. There's the alley-oop and buenas noches. Showtime Spanish transition. Well, it was the turnover. Boston Celtics finest. Representation from Spain, Hugo Gonzalez.
How many times are we going to see this? Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go attacks the closeout, beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Leading scorer for Estonia, Mike Kotsar. Can't do it all, but he sure is doing a lot. He's played at the highest level in Europe. He's been in Japan, but he's really been bothered by injuries. Definitely making an impact today. And Karnik, who actually hails from Canada, which is why Lubas Barton speaks English in the huddle. He is leading the team in scoring. He's got 10 points. So Estonia, despite losing right now, it's kind of an uncomfortable situation for them, because while they're in first place with 3 wins, they would, they still need to win. They would qualify for the second round with a win, or if Slovenia beats Sweden. Now, that, judging from the first performance by Slovenia in this window, one would not think that that's going to be very easy for the Slovenians to accomplish. While Sweden beat the Czechs 87-76, the Estonians really laid the wood to Slovenia 93-62. So Sweden are good. I mean, they've got good players. Remember, they made it to the knockout round at the Eurobasket. So if you can control your own destiny by winning, even by a single point, then that's what you do. There's Karnik. So Canadian, but also of Czech ancestry. And definitely you can see some Canadian in him, but also some Czech. So I think that's accurate. He played college basketball. He played at Lehigh for several years, and then for Boston College from 2020 to 22. And he's also played in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. He's played here in Brno, in fact, in 2023. Played for Groningen in the Netherlands. Played for Neptunus Klaipėda in 2025. And he's just signed for Basket Girona in Spain, so he's going to play for Marc Gasol's team. And my understanding is he does not play as a naturalized player, so because of his Czech family. Who else is going to bring it for Estonia? For me, that's the big question. And it just does kind of bring back some memories of their struggles when they played at the Eurobasket. So they do have Kotsar, but they don't have Kulemäe. And so they're missing their starting point guard. So Slovenia, it seems like everything is kind of revolving around Slovenia. For Slovenia themselves, they will qualify for the second round with a win over Sweden, or if Estonia win this game. So it just feels like it feels like everything, even once this game is played, it's still going to be undecided. Obviously, if Estonia win, they qualify for the second round. But if they do not start playing better and the Czechs win, then we have to wait and see what happens. Scan that QR code to get the World Cup Qualifiers app and get all the great information that it provides, from fixtures and results and live scores to videos. I know that Lubas Barton also is the head coach at USK Praha. So he has a really good interest and knowledge of Czech basketball right now. Before he was working at Baylor University as a player development, and he was an assistant at Valparaiso. before coming back home to Czechia to coach at USKA. There's a reach and a foul. USR picks up his second. And it goes without saying, Estonia are going to try to get as many points off turnovers as they can. They would like to push the ball up the floor quickly. Had 7 points off turnovers in the first half. That's a tough drive. And Kotsar finishes that nicely. And you can see how crucial he is every time. He's leading them in scoring tonight, 12 points. Box with the reach and the foul. And it goes, oh, the rejection. Good rim protection. Nice step through by Vox. Good job, Vox, player at Illinois. They made it to the Final Four last year, or last season, the NCAA. Here he is, putting it on the deck, and great follow by Reyesti. And there is the answer. Ballant now with 9, all coming from deep. Oh, good read. Almost getting the steal. Tough take, Reyesti, but then the ball knocked out of his hands. Good job by Ballant. By the way, Vox was at Providence, where he averaged more than 15 points per game last season, and now he's transferred to Illinois. So he wasn't in the team that made it to the Final Four. Providence, very famous for a lot of different reasons. That's where Rick Pitino shot to fame. Billy Donovan played for him. Here's a turnover. Oh boy, turnover. Kotsar trying to pass it. Here's Ballant again. Passes it back, and that was careless. Now it leads to an opportunity. Oh, is that on Mr. Travel? And a miss. Sudorg is going to be upset with himself. Should have made that. I don't think either team's playing great right now. Okay, so he has an excuse. It did look like there was a hand on the ball as he went up. Sudorg is going out, having picked up his third foul. Sikora getting some minutes here for the Czechs, number 10. Traveling. Krejci bending over. Czechs would really like to step on the accelerator and make this interesting. A possible huge win. So far, it's not happening. They could win by 30 or more. Here's a drive. Oh, and gosh knows, ball went around and out. Almost got away. And boy, Karnik. But he's surprised he missed that. He wants a review, but you can only review it. The referees, 2 minutes or less, or the coach has to use the one challenge that he gets. Here comes Fox again. Yosar back outside to Vox. And that foul is on Zidek. Got caught up with Konotsuk. Feels like Konotsuk needs to get touches and needs to be able to try to create. Fox again. That's more like it. We got a tie game. Remember, there is a huge throng of Estonian supporters that have traveled from Tallinn. They want to have a happy trip home. Here's a three-point shot from deep from Zidek. It's not there. And now a chance to go quickly. Vax goes behind his back. Oh, nice herky-jerky move, but then his pass intercepted. Got to value those possessions. Trying to make something happen. Balint didn't look quite as good on that three attempt. Three-point shot, Konotsuk. This is everything. Could be Krejci time. Nope. Both teams. We're seeing some sloppy basketball right now. Bachler returns to the lineup. Gets away. Oh, wide open underneath. And Estonia have taken the lead. Nervous times for the Czechs. Tough drive. Svoboda picks up the rebound and goes in for the dunk. Fox again going in. He's blocked. Nechas. Fouls of Svoboda. He's looked good at times, but you can see he's young. Missed both free throws. Those are pretty crucial shots. Eight points for Vox. Saying out with the bounce pass, Svoboda goes in. And patient whistle, and they call the foul on Reste. Yeah, he wasn't set. Actually back in the game. Just the biggest lead in this game, 7 points for the Czechs in the first half. Estonia have gone in front by 2, and that's it. So in terms of being a close game, well, yeah, that's good for the spectators, but both teams have really struggled, especially offensively. Czechia back on top. Josar from deep. And Krejci boxing out. His man went up and then he started to kind of plow underneath him, back him up. Watch this. Somebody please make a shot for Estonia. Josar. Box misses. And again, Tass getting tangled up in there. Zidek hands it off to Sainal. Zidek makes his move. Ball knocked out of his hands. Box is going to sit down for a while. And Stuart comes back into the game. Oh, Krejci just lost it. And alley-oop. And even that didn't go in. Boy, Buckler had it on a platter. Krejci. So they call a foul Tass for pushing off on Svoboda into the path of Krejci. Krejci going to the line. So he fouled Zidek. But it's Svoboda at the line. Okay, so now they've changed it. It says it is Svoboda. Yes, that's what we saw on the highlight, and definitely he has missed the first free throw. It's been a real struggle. Makes 1 of 2. Czechia is shooting them better at the line than Estonia, but neither team really turning on all cylinders right now. Karnik re-enters the game. He would be a natural, get him more involved in the offense, I think. Josar thought about it. Karnik switches on to him. Tass to the corner. Oh, thank you. And it goes in. It's 49-49. Buckler missed the alley-oop, but makes a more difficult shot from the corner. Although that's probably the easiest three on the court because it's the shortest. Karnik backing up, back outside. And Zidek missing. Now Sudorg has it. Is this the chance for Estonia? Are they going to find some type of get on a run? Pass, battling for position. Yosar keeps it, takes a tough shot. Krejci using the elevation, and he is fouled as well. And he's holding that right hand that he also had issues with that last year at the Eurobasket. He's definitely got like a persistent injury that hasn't fully healed, I think. If he were going to be selfish and really go for it, talking about Krejci, you would think it might benefit the team a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it seems like he's got some moves that some of his teammates don't have. He's got the ability to finish. But I think he kind of defers to get everybody involved. He makes the free throw for the three-point play, and hopefully the hand is okay. The three-point lead. Oh, Sudorg almost traveled. Bachler has hit a three. He's going to put up another one. And Karnik barrels in. A little bit of push. And they're going to help Yosar up. Nah, he just set a pick. I don't like it. I mean, if you're Yosar, you like it because you want to get the ball back for your team, but I didn't think that looked too bad. Karnik is going to go sit down. K-ball comes into the game. Sudorg. What do you want, Czechia? What do you want, Estonia, rather? Sudorg is going to step back for three. It's long. Get the long rebound. Tass. This looks like a good option. Going up. Just 2.8 seconds left. They defended it well. Give and go on the inbounds. Sudorg puts it up. He got it close. Tass. Who did it go off of? Wow. Great hustle by Tass. That's what you call a game-winning play right there. It's under the radar, but it gets your team a new possession because he's hustling. Martin was a great shooter back in the day. Seemed to get better the older that he got as well. Really matured. Great player in Spain. Sudorg puts it on the deck, goes in. Much better for him. Sudorg this time finishing. We saw him miss one like that earlier. Spinning, hooping. Violet thought about it. Now Senal and Paterka, that's his game, but he misses. Rebound Nechas, new 14. And another miss, and finally a push, and they're going to keep the ball. So the ball actually awarded to Estonia. Traer comes back in the game. Foul was called, so personal foul, Paterka. Konasuk, to me, he's kind of the missing link. I mean, he's the obvious candidate to really step up offensively. He did it at the Eurobasket and makes both free throws. Final 9 seconds. Czechia trying to go back in front. Sainal goes to the turnaround. I think if he'd gone hard to the basket and just shot it, maybe would have had a better chance, maybe would have drawn a foul. But as it is, Estonia have really plotted their way through this game, but they lead it 53-52 over Czechia. Well, they've actually surpassed Czechia inside 59%. 5 more makes inside the arc. Dangerous times for Czechia. They need to get a win, at least stay alive. Vox missing, but Johnny on the spot was Raisti. Hitchas. That was Ballant. And here is Raisti, Traer. Ballant again. Did well to get the ball over to Svoboda. Scan the QR code to get Courtside 1891. Access and log in to Courtside 1891 to watch live streams, extended highlights of FIBA competitions, and much more. Great crowd in Brno. It's wonderful Czech city. Hosted so many big basketball games over the years. And Ballant almost coming up with a steal, but Surorg thinks it was a good call. These teams played each other at the Eurobasket. Estonia won last year, but in the first qualifying game between these two teams, it was won by Czechia. Fox, Sudorg not interested. Fox wide open. Misses everything. Kotsar gets up. No, Henry Vesar would be a, I think, good addition to Estonia if he ends up deciding to play for the national team one day. He's focused on launching his NBA career right now. Peterka, Senol, Krejci, Balint, and Svoboda on the court right now for Czechia, who elected to wear the blue jerseys today, the blue uniforms, even though they're at home. Step back. And that's more like it. Krejci. I think he should be more selfish. Get some more shots up. Boy, that's tough. Ball went off of the leg of Konotsuk, and it leads to an easy break. Finished by Svoboda. Just when Estonia kind of had taken lead and they gave up a basket, you know, it's just not able to have anything sustained. Good hustle from number 71. Another miss. Big opportunity for the Czechs. Balint. Tudor missing it, and this is not looking good for Estonia. Svoboda goes in, takes the contact. Great job, Krejci, getting the rebound. Konotsuk saves it in bounds, but it goes to Czechia. A three-point shot. And they've equaled their biggest lead, Senol with the latest three. And the trouble. So desperate times. Do they call for desperate measures? There's Konotsuk, gets it to Kotsar. And Balint commits the foul. A chance for the Czechs to really turn it up a notch. Senol. Three-point shot. And suddenly, well, I don't know that they could get to 30, which is what they would like to do. But Peterka can shoot it. And this is looking decidedly worrying for Estonia. Biggest deficit of the game, and great job, Kotsar, just not messing around, taking the pass, making it an alley-oop, not even coming down. Violent knocked out of his hands, leads to a break. 4-on-1. Estonia must get something here, and they do. Kotsar fouled and won. How about the hustle from number 15? Has he delivered today or what? "16 points. He can go to 17 if he makes this. Remember, he shoots his free throws with one hand. Looked like Czechs were about ready to pull away for a big win. And now Estonia have new life. All they need is a win to clinch a spot in the second round. Here it is. One hand. And he'll get another attempt. The second attempt, he makes it. A three-point play. New life for Estonia. Violent, dribbling out of trouble. Betsy from deep. Oh, yes. The cream is rising to the top for the Czechs here in the fourth quarter. He's got 12. USR. Nice fake. Fox, he's not afraid to put it up and knocks it down. He's definitely not afraid. He doesn't make them all. He's got 3 of 8. It's good enough. Kretzy bounce pass. Karnik. A little bit of maple syrup on that. Back to a 7-point difference. Midway through the fourth quarter, folks. We are in winning time. Samura. Or excuse me, Yosar back outside in his box again. Well, if you're good enough, you're old enough. And one unmistakable trait about Vox has been very obvious is he's not afraid. He is not afraid at all. He's maybe taken a couple of bad shots, but at the end of the day, he is not afraid to go for it. Here's Paterka. 4.5 minutes remaining. The whiff of the comeback is in the, fadeaway from Vit. Now it goes to Konotsuk and Estonia, who were in trouble, down by 10 points just a minute ago, can close the gap to 2 points, maybe 3, or maybe 1. It'll be 1 if Fox hits this. He hit a couple recently. Every make now is huge for either team. Nice pass inside to Sainal. He gets it back from Nechas. Here's Sainal again. A little runner. Yosar has it. Yosar looks pretty tired. He's been playing some big minutes today. Do you go to Kotsar? Can you get something from him? Yes, you get it to him and he doesn't deliver, but there is a foul because of the alert play of Konotsuk. Konotsuk came in from the corner and now has a couple of free throws to make it a 2-point game again. Konotsuk takes his time, makes the first. The Estonia faithful. Is their team going to pull it out? Because remember, if they win, they move on to the second round. Konotsuk averaged 11.4 points per game at the Eurobasket. It's getting tense. I think the best that the Czechs can hope for is to win and then get some help from Slovenia against Sweden. Rajesti. I can understand why he's a little frustrated. He's had a couple of 50-50 calls go against him today. He's almost thrown into the player by his man. Karnik, I think you want to keep him away from the basket. He does his damage in the paint. Paterka dumps it down low. Karnik doesn't make it. Chance to tie or take the lead for Estonia. They get to the corner. Fox again, not afraid. And you understand why the Illini wanted him. And Providence, no doubt, will be sad that he's leaving because he can fill it up. Oh, was that a hold? Konotsuk, he's got to be careful. He doesn't get enough sportsmanlike. Fox now 5 of 11 from three-point range, 17 points. Kotsar 17 points, and Konotsuk with 9. We're looking at him right there. It does feel like guys are starting to step up a little bit for the Estonians. Estonia leading 69-68. Refs want to go have a look at something. Is this another sport? I think, when it happened, I think I said you got to be careful. That's very close to unsportsmanlike because he's definitely pulling on the arm. I would not be surprised if they raise this to an unsportsmanlike. It's unfortunate, but wow, he escapes. I'll have to get someone to explain that one to me. In the end, it didn't feel like he was playing the ball, but maybe because he made the initial move for the ball, that's why they haven't. 69-68. Lewis Barton can't believe it. He's mad. Look at him. Frustrated. Not so much at that call. Just frustrated the Czechs were up by 10. And now they trail. We have to talk about this Estonian self-belief. I mean, they have not been great today, but they have not given up the ghost. They have stuck with it. It'll be a massive win for them. Little turnaround, short. Kotsar has it. Just keep playing the same way. You don't change it. You keep getting Vax touches. Here he is. And that is living dangerously to leave him that far open. Could be these better as a catch and shoot rather than dribble and shoot. Here's Vic Krejci. Konitsuk is definitely doing a lot of grabbing. A lot of, look at that. So Konitsuk picks up the foul. Saynal with 1:45 remaining. Pass inside. Karnik jams it home. The Lumberjack. He has delivered. He's chopping down trees today. Here's Kotsar. Gets blocked. Grasti gets the rebound. Shot clock about to expire. They got to get it up. You got to know the situation. And Konitsuk. That was a mistake. This is positively Bunyan-esque. Dunking that. Heading back down the floor. The two-handed jam. Feeling right at home in Czechland. Each team with 12 turnovers. Great steal by Vox. Wow. And sloppy pass by Yoasar. Thought they could get a layup. Now 13 turnovers. Saynal went right past him and he's fouled as well. It's just the deciding moment. Huge drive, Saynal. And one. Just has that little bit extra oomph saved up for this end of fourth quarter. Saynal, that burst of speed. Great job, Paterka. Here's Sainal with a chance for a three-point play. Wow. Rattled out. I think Vox probably is not going to be shy about getting this up if he has a moment. Might try to go past Karnik. He does, and he scores. This is a key moment of the game, no doubt. 31.4 seconds remain. Czechia at the free throw line, 13 of 18. Maybe you want to find somebody that you want to foul in this situation if you're Estonia. Or do you just play defense and try to get the rebound? I think if I'm Estonia, I'm chasing and trying to create a turnover, try to create some madness. I don't like the idea of allowing Czechia to take it all the way to the end, down to 7 seconds. Because then they might get the offensive rebound. It might be hard to push it up the floor. And obviously, they don't want to advance the ball because they want the clock to run. Well, they got the right guy in the game right now in Krejci, and he's got it. Trieste. And it looks like they're not going to foul. They're going to try to play D all the way down to the end. If he makes it, that's it. That's the danger. A three-pointer, a 4-point lead. And Sainal has come up trumps here. He has really delivered. Big time. .4 points. So they'll advance the ball. They'll try to get a quick bucket. And then if they don't get the steal, they'll have to commit a foul. You just immediately take a three. Hopefully they give you a wide open layup. You got to be careful. You do have to be careful with the Czechs. You know, with the Czechs also not fouling the three-point shooter. And it goes. Kotsar makes the shot. Okay, now they'll advance the ball. Okay, well, at least Estonia making the Czechs work this out. That could not have gone much better, honestly. That was a tough shot made by Kotsar. So 75-73, they will advance the ball. You want to get the ball, I think, into the hands of your best free throw shooter. Or you run a play to get to the basket. Maybe that's what they'll do with your best player. Maybe it'll go straight back. Oh, he gets rid of it. That was the problem, oh dear. And they're just going to dribble it out. What a finish. What a frustrating conclusion for Estonia. And Lubos Barton has claimed a win that keeps the Czech hopes alive. Both teams now pulling for Slovenia against Sweden. Well, not all smiles, but some relief. They got the win, and again, it's not necessarily in their own hands. So Czech will qualify if Slovenia beats Sweden, and Estonia will qualify if Slovenia beats Sweden. So that's basically what it boils down to. And if Sweden are listening to this, which I doubt they are, probably getting ready for their game against Slovenia, they know they can go out and get the win today, take care of business. And depending on points and everything else, somebody's going to miss out. Sweden will qualify, but they have to have a win of 17 points or more. They would also qualify with any margin of win if Estonia beat Czechia. So anyway, a whole myriad of, I would encourage you to go to the European Qualifiers website and read up on it. Czechs look like they feel safe, that they're going to be in. 16 of 32 inside the arc for the Czechs. Estonia 21 of 37. 42 for rebounds for Estonia, 35 for Czechia. And this is the great thing about playing at home, is you get to go and see family and friends. You just don't even go to the locker room yet. You go to the stands and see everybody that came to watch. So say Sweden do beat Slovenia, the group will be decided in a four-way tie in accordance with the official basketball rules. And the second round, obviously, will consist of 4 groups of 6 teams each. So let's see what happens. So there are plenty of tiebreaker issues in case you do end up with 4 3-3 teams. You see that kid there? He's got the Atlanta jersey. Looked a little bit somber. He's going to have to spend some money now and get a Portland shirt since Krejci has moved to Portland. Could be a Hawks fan for life, though. You never know. Well, what a fourth quarter it was, especially for Vit Krejci. Started making some plays, and Sainal did as well. Sainal finished with 15 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. That was his three-pointer. That was huge. Here he is making a pass to Paterka, one of the veterans. Karnik is definitely an interesting addition to this team. 14 points. And I think we have to say a word about Vox of Estonia. Clearly a player who's going to be around for a long time. Somebody to get excited about. And it's good to see Kotsar come back. Kotsar did what he had to do right at the end to give them a chance to make that shot. And he also had 19 points, both he and Vox. That one hurt. Karnik going to town. So Czechia, things looking a lot rosier for them. And now it depends on Sweden and Slovenia. Obviously, if Slovenia win, they will top the group, and Sweden would drop to 2 and 4 and finish last. And Czechia and Estonia would be advancing.